Genshin Impact, we're starting to get some news dropping what this means for Game Pass owners. Genshin Impact, one of the biggest games in the world, one of the most successful games in the world. It's everywhere. It's on mobile. It's on PC. It is coming to Game Pass, and we're getting some details. What do the benefits, what do the perks look like on Game Pass? Let's go over that today. We're also going to we're going to follow up on the story from yesterday on Enotria. If you remember, Enotria was complaining that their game is not coming to Xbox because they couldn't get a hold of anybody there. They actually made a tweet today where they thanked Phil Spencer. Looks like that's been taken care of. We'll discuss that. We'll review it. And then I want to go over the Black Myth Wukong confusion. There's been a lot of it out there. Is it an exclusive somewhere else? Is it due to technical issues? Let's see if we can clear the air there. I've been confused myself on that one. And then last but not least, I want to wrap up with the update to No Man's Sky. It's No Man's Sky Aquarius. And I have to say, whoa, if you've not yet seen No Man's Sky Aquarius, if you've been away for a while, the things that No Man's Sky is doing is noteworthy. It's impressive. It begs the question, is No Man's Sky the new MMO? Is it? I've been arguing for a while that the new MMO is actually Grand Theft Auto. That's the new genre. That you're not going to get a traditional based tab leveling, get up to level 90 before you do end game dungeons. There's just such a hard market to break into. I actually think the new MMO is probably closer to a Grand Theft Auto Online. However, seeing the No Man's Sky update, seeing what they've been doing all along, jumping in and out at a few spots myself, maybe No Man's Sky is the new MMO. Let's discuss it. Let's go over. Before we do, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. My name is X1 the Gamer. We go over videos like this all the time, each and every single day. Also, come join our Discord. We've got a community over there. I will pin the link to the Discord in the comments below. Let's jump into it. Hoyoverse gave us some details on how Genshin Impact will work with Xbox Game Pass as well as Xbox Cloud Gaming. This is over at WindowsCentral.com. Jez Corden reporting what's happening with it. Let's come down. Genshin Impact is huge. They talk about to make up for the wait, Microsoft and Hoyoverse are partnering up to deliver some extra benefits for Genshin Impact players on the Xbox Series X and S via Xbox Game Pass Ultimate in details shared with us earlier today. This is with Windows Central. Quote, a Hoyoverse spokesperson elaborated, Genshin Impact is a free-to-play game. You do not need to purchase Game Pass Ultimate or Core to play the game in co-op mode. That's good. Players with a Game Pass Ultimate subscription can receive in-game bundles upon the game's launch and after subsequent version updates, as well as play Genshin Impact on Xbox Cloud Gaming. Xbox website had a note on it that said Genshin Impact required Xbox Game Pass port to play online this week, but that note was there in error. Genshin Impact will not require a paywall to play online. Hoyoverse also confirmed that Genshin Impact will also be available via Xbox Cloud Gaming. I think this is huge for this reason alone. You might say to yourself, well, wait a minute, Genshin Impact, it's been around for a while. We're kind of 4 years too late. This really took off, 2021-ish was the hot spot for it. Why should we be excited about this? I think it does two things for Xbox. I think it signals that Xbox is serious about being everywhere for everyone. Is serious about the Japanese market. Is serious about gacha games, for that matter. And having a game genre for everybody on their service. And I think that this is indicative of that. I think it's cool that you get Game Pass Ultimate benefits. It does look like there is Genshin Impact advertising that is happening with this. I think that's a part of it as well. And it's just going to be interesting to see how this does, how well it plays over on Xbox. Remember, this is a gacha game, which means you're probably going to have to pay some money to level up. But I jumped into it for a hot minute way back when it first jumped out. I know my brother has really dove in hard here. I know a lot of players are excited about Genshin Impact and love it. I know I have a buddy who only plays this on his phone and is in deep, like thousands of hours deep. So this is that type of game. It's excited for it to come over to Xbox. I'm curious what you guys think, though. Do you think that Genshin Impact, do you agree with me that it's, I think the big deal here is that it's indicative of Xbox seriousness of getting into the Asian market as well as the mobile gaming market. I think that's what this is for me. But I do think it's also smart having it tied to marketing. And this marketing partnership with Genshin Impact cannot help Xbox Game Pass. And the thing with a subscription service like Game Pass, what you got to, someone has to see it multiple times. It has to have a benefit for someone multiple times, I'm sure, before they subscribe. So I think that's it. We'd love to know what you think, though. Let me know in the comments below. Let's jump over to this from Enotria last song. This is them thanking Phil Spencer. Maskless ones, they say, thanks to Xbox P3, that's Phil Spencer, and our amazing community. We're now in direct contact with the Xbox team. We're excited to work on bringing Enotria, the last song, to Xbox ASAP. Here is their image that they shared. Quote, we would like to officially thank Phil Spencer and his team for reaching out to us so promptly and helping to resolve our situation. We would also like to thank our amazing community for all the support in the recent days. Your voice has been heard very loud and clear, and your commitment is very heartwarming. We are now working closely with Microsoft, and we hope this collaboration will lead to the game's release for Xbox as soon as possible. So this is good. Obviously, a great resolution to this situation in which yesterday, if you haven't watched the video, go watch yesterday. Enotria last song and come out and say, hey, we want to be on Xbox, but they're not getting back to us. We're having struggles there. I hope that I have no reason to believe that isn't honest. Sometimes there's confusion here. Sometimes there's miscommunication. Sometimes maybe someone on the back end on Microsoft's side just dropped the ball. I hope they get this figured out and we don't see any more of these types of posts again. Good on Phil Spencer and Xbox for reaching out and making sure that this is resolved. I mean, I think that it's a good way to turn a negative into a positive here. But again, they do, if there is something on the side, on the portal that Xbox uses for game certification, and it's hard for developers to make progress there, that needs to be fixed. And this should not happen again. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. And hopefully they get that addressed. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it was all on Enotria. I doubt it. At the very least, there's some miscommunication going on there. At the worst, someone's dropping the ball. And hopefully that's resolved and taken care of, and this doesn't happen again, because this narrative, you get two or three more of these publicly like this, and the narrative begins to add up, and it's not good. And it's not good for Xbox or the platform. So glad to see this come to a conclusion. Happy to get Enotria over on Xbox and to jump in and play it. Remember, it's an Italian, it's based on Italian lore, and it's a Souls-like type of game there. Let's jump over to Black Myth Wukong, because first of all, just watching the opening scene of this game blows my mind. It's so freaking cool. Second of all, there's been so many different rumors and posts made by different people over on Twitter on why Xbox doesn't have this game. First, it was technical issues. Then it was, no, it's not technical issues. It looks like there's some sort of exclusivity deal with the PS5. Then that got disputed and said, no, that's not what we're hearing. We're hearing it's technical issues. It does seem to be, at least at this point, that it's an exclusivity deal of some sort with PlayStation, which good on PlayStation. And let me remind you, everybody, that timed exclusives, PlayStation uses them to their benefit. The same thing, Indiana Jones, for instance, will work for Xbox, and that's the thinking with the timed exclusives there. And I'm here for it as a Game Pass Xbox timed exclusive. That is. So here it is. Forbes has received a new statement from a Microsoft representative, which reiterates the delay of Black Myth Wukong on Xbox is not due to technical issues. According to Forbes senior contributor Paul Tassi, this once again, quote, points to outside platform developer deals. Here's what the Microsoft representative said. As we have said before, we're excited for the launch of Black Myth Wukong on Xbox Series X and S, and we're working with Game Science to bring the game to our platforms. We'd prefer not to comment on the deals made by our partners with other platform holders, but we can confirm that the delay is not due to Xbox platform limitations that have been raised to us. Tassi claims a possible exclusivity deal with PlayStation may not include traditional marketing or traditional payment, making the situation uniquely strange. Very interesting there. I am sure. Here's the thing. Business is cutthroat. This, if it is, let's assume that this is correct and it is some sort of exclusivity deal on the PlayStation 5. It seems to have happened last minute. It seems to be very unique. I think it's incredibly cutthroat, and it's smart. It's a smart business move by PlayStation 5. If it is indeed with Sony, it's a smart business move to be able to sell PlayStation consoles in a country like China, where this, that's where this game takes place. The lore of China, that's where this game is really big. In Asia, so much so that PlayStation has had shortages. There's been reports, at least, that PlayStation has had shortages in Japan. And as a result, people have been buying the Xbox Series S and X over there because they just can't wait to play this game. So it does look cool. It's topping the charts. It's having a ton of success. Getting some sort of exclusivity deal there done on Sony's side is smart and good on them. It'll be interesting to see how long. I would imagine it's very temporary. I would imagine it's probably in some sort of launch window, a launch window of 30 to 60 days probably. But we'll see. We'll stay tuned as this story evolves. Would you like to see, do you think Xbox should do more of these? What do you think? That these third party exclusivity deals, they kind of do in the respect that they do that with Game Pass. That big games drop on Game Pass. Capcom, for instance, has had some big games on Game Pass that have dropped their day one. So, I think it's again, like I said, I think it's a smart move. I think doing what you can to get a game like this over there would be huge with all the hype, with all the popularity that is going on. If you want to make a foothold in Asia, this would be a way to do it. And PlayStation is smart for doing it if this ends up being true. Let's finish up here, guys, with what I think is one of the coolest trailers that I've seen. No Man's Sky Aquarius. This is the update, the Aquarius update. And check this bad boy out. This is from Sean Murray, who is the founder of No Man's Sky, the creator, if you will. Fishing, craft bait, cooking recipes, fishing skiff, messages in bottles, fishing expedition, exclusive rods, diving suit, fishing catalog, fish traps, deep water jetpack, huge fish variety, environmental catches. More will follow. How freaking awesome is this? Look, here's some of the fishing records. This is a collector's dream. This works in a game like this. Gives you more stuff to craft. Look at that hoverboat that is happening right there. Let's go back. Look at this thing. So here's all the fishing records. There's probably planet records there as well. But look at that hoverboat, the hover dock that you're fishing on. How freaking awesome is that? How cool is this update? No Man's Sky it's the space game to beat at the moment. It absolutely crushes. You want to go get lost in a world in space? This is the game for you. They've got multiplayer there. This is one of the best supported games. Remember when this thing launched, everybody was hyped about it. Then they offered refunds. It wasn't what they promised. And they have just continually supported this game to this point, making it, I believe, the space game to play. I think this beats everybody. I think this beats Elite Dangerous. I think this beats Starfield. I think this is the worlds you get lost in. This is a lot of people's forever game. And by that, I mean a game that you just continually jump into day in, day out, week in, week out, experience the updates. The support here is unreal. The support here is amazing, and I'm just thoroughly impressed. Have you guys had a chance to jump into No Man's Sky lately? What do you think of it? What do you think of this fishing update? I think it's fantastic. Do you want to see this? Speaking of a fishing update, why don't we get this in Starfield should just copy this. Starfield should just copy this update. Just give me fishing inside of Starfield. This is the kind of stuff I want to do, the kind of things I want to collect, and I think it's amazing. Anyways, I'm done fangirling with that. I'll leave you there. Would love to know what you guys think, though. Let me know on any of these stories. Where am I right? Where am I wrong? Again, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Come join us on Discord. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.